This is level 7.
Okay.
These students, at the present time, these are third year students in the final year of a BSc in environmental protection.
Okay.
This particular module, as it stood previously, it was worth 5 credits. But the amount of effort that they put into it, we are thinking of putting that in as 10 credits now.
Okay.
In previous methods, the way we would run this is samples would come into the laboratory, the students would know where the samples came from, and by doing the test just once, the way it worked traditionally is we would just do 1 test a week, and after a series of about 10 or 12 weeks they'd have completed all the tests. But the tests may or may not work on the day, and they just move on, and we felt that they weren't achieving the learning outcomes in the traditional way. They are achieving them this way, by doing the task multiple times. It is a bit more expensive in terms of staff tuition, because we need to attend to the students twice a week because they're doing the tests twice a week. And there is a minor hitch when they have to rotate the tasks because there's a steep learning curve for each of the students taking on the new task, and that happens once every 2 weeks.
So with this you're doing multiple, you're repeating the procedure multiple times, so it's embedding the method into you each week. So you're learning it and remembering it each week as you go along. You do make mistakes, whereas with the standard method you would have, you would have made the error and moved on. With this, you learn from your mistakes. So next week you go back in, you repeat the procedure, and you hopefully get it right. Well, we've been rotating tasks, and so I started off carrying out the BOD and COD testing. I then moved on from that to maintain and operate the plant over the 2-week period. I then carried out the mixed liquor suspended solids tests, and I've now moved on to analysing the nutrients of the activated sludge.
Very good. Challenging aspect for you?
I suppose it's learning the techniques. Because you're working as a group, each one, the results has to be passed on to the next person for analysis. So you really do need to carry out procedures right. So there's a lot of responsibility on each group member to carry out their task, doing it properly, and just doing their bit in maintaining the product.
Yeah.
Yes, we did a site visit before starting this project.
Okay.
And I would have had previous experience of site visits to wastewater treatment plants.
Okay.
So other students may not. So it's also found it very beneficial to go out and see it in person, the process.
Okay.
I would prefer the practical side of it compared to the theory side. I find learn better from the practical end of things instead of sitting down reading textbooks.
Okay.
So I enjoyed the practical side, working with people.
Okay.
I have worked before, so I much prefer working with people.
What do you think employers are looking from when they...
Exactly what we're teaching them here. Going back to my own experience, when I started with a pharmaceutical company working on their wastewater treatment plant, I really didn't know what I was doing at the beginning, and I had to learn it on the job. After a while, having got used to it, we set up these similar plants for doing treatability studies, so when a new waste stream would come on board, we would look at it in advance and see how treatable it was and whether it affected any of the operating parameters.
So do you think the role of the lecturer has changed then in that?
I think so. It's more a facilitator rather than a teacher as such.
How did you find the experience as a lecturer or somebody working on this project?
I found it very exhilarating. I could see the enthusiasm of the students. They felt it was different. We have surveyed them and we've got very good responses, and they just seem to be generally have a better understanding of the whole system.
Overall, so far I've found it quite interesting, and I've enjoyed it. It's probably much more interesting than your typical practicals, I find. So maybe expanding on it throughout the course would be good.